Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber. I am live. I have a little scrape right there. Oof, it hurts. Scraped my head on some bricks this morning when I was trying to wrangle a tiny little snake into a bucket, a rat snake, to move it away from my house. Thankfully, it was a little bitty thing and I didn't have to touch him. I used a stick and I scraped him into the bucket, and it was a 5-gallon bucket, so he wasn't long enough to get to the top of it. And I walked him several hundred feet away from my house. But in the meantime, I scraped right there on my brick. A little tender still. It wasn't clear, like the corner of my bricks. It went. I am not sitting in a good spot. Hello, Kimberly. I was just telling my story of, you probably can't even see it, but right here, there's a little dip in my hair, but that's actually a scab. Hello, Michelle. Y'all, you're gonna have to bear with me tonight because before I even went live, I was in the studio for StreamYard and it was like, no internet connection. Oh, back online. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. So I missed Juan's Zoom. I'm so mad. Like, I wish he would go back to Saturday. Cause Sundays are rough for me because I have church in the morning, and then he did one tonight, and I was cooking dinner and eating dinner and getting my child to dance. It just stinks. I want to be there. I want to be there, Michelle. He did, I think. I saw a post saying Zoom, and it had an arrow from this time until 7 p.m. Eastern, and I got here at dance, and I went, ooh, it's not 7 yet. Oh yeah, I'm Central. Oh yeah, he had a Zoom. Yeah, my schedule is so busy in the evenings now with dropping my daughter off at dance. So I do have my phone plugged in, so hopefully it doesn't get too hot too quickly because it was only at 50%. I didn't realize that before I got here. I'm so on top of things today. I have a little scrape right here on my forehead. Ow. I keep touching it and it hurts. I know, sugar, I am too. I'm upset that I missed the Zoom. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I thought it was amazing as a perk to be able to, I'm paying $5 a month to be a member of his channel and getting all these amazing perks. And the Zoom was like beyond what, above and beyond what I ever thought I would get from a membership from anybody. And when he changed his Zoom schedule up, I went, well, now I'm not getting it anymore. But I would still pay the $5 to be his member, and I'm gonna remain an OG for as long as I can. So I'll make it eventually, and it will be what it is. So apparently he's not liking it just being the one Zoom on Sunday, according to somebody I talked to. So maybe, fingers crossed, he'll come back with a second one again, because he was like, no, I don't know. I got it from a good, reliable source, I promise. It's not just hearsay. Yes, we are spoiled, Michelle. And like I said, I would pay the $5. If he had never done the Zooms, I probably still would have paid the $5. The $4.99. So I just say $5. So I have a scrape on this lens, and it bugs me now. I have to go get new glasses. Hello, Len. I'm sorry I missed you when you said hi. So Let's see. No, come back. I brought a project with me to try and crochet. I put the title of this live as crochet, maybe, in chat. I was like, I don't know if I'll get any crocheting done. Where did my hook go? It's missing. Hook down, hook down. There it is. Found it. Found it. I found it. I found it. So, Heather. Who did I miss here? Kimberly, Sugar. Yeah, Kimberly, I've been able to make it to quite a few, and so when he changed it on me, I was a wee bit upset. But I'm not going to. Ugh. Yeah, flying and getting home, Sugar. I don't blame you at all for sleeping. Hello, Samantha. Michael's in here? What? Hi, Michael. Yeah. Hiya, Michael. I was being mushy up in his chat earlier while I was cooking dinner. I was waiting for dinner to. It was in the oven cooking after I prepped. I had to prep the noodles and the sauce stuff, and then I put it in the oven. So I was waiting on it to get hot and boiling and be ready to eat. And so I was in his chat and I was getting all mushy. Michael is truly an inspiration for, especially with the Tunisian. He I apparently did Tunisian in a blanket a long time ago, and I may have remembered it if I think it was called Afghan stitch back then when I started it. I don't know when the word Tunisian became Tunisian crochet. Like, I don't know the history behind the word, but I feel like I remember it as Afghan stitches. I don't know, or at least Afghan hooks. And after I was done with that blanket, I never touched Tunisian again. I never really thought I would. And then Michael comes waltzing down the YouTube street, and I'm like, he makes it look so much fun, and I'm like, I want to do more of that now. So, uh, Sugar, I want to be there when you do. Okay, maybe it was Tunisian then too when I started the blanket, but I have to look. I still have the pattern for it. But I'm pretty sure it asked in the little box with like the supplies that you'll need. I'm pretty sure it said Tunisian, or not, sorry, Tunisian, Afghan hook, I think. Like a J hook or something. I know it was a J hook, 'cause that's what I had for hooks, was an I hook and a J hook for Afghan hooks. My daughter actually has them. See, the thing is, Michael, I've known it, to be honest, I don't know. It's been so long since I worked that blanket that I can't remember what I remember. Oh no, have to redo an arm. Oh well, it'll be better next time, right? On the next one. But I'm trying to get. I don't know if you guys have been following me, but I have been assembly lining blankets. So I have 3 blankets that I'm currently working at the same time. Like, obviously not literally at the same time, but like what I'm doing assembly line style is. Oh, somebody just pulled up right next to me. Oh, that's great. Like 2 spots over. Like, I'm parked out in the middle of nowhere. Like, seriously, right next to me. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, the assembly line. Oh my god, I'm gonna move. Like, I don't want this person right here next to me. Like, um, the assembly line. Basically, I'm working one row on each blanket, putting it down, picking up the next one, doing a row, putting it down, grabbing the next one. My goal, and it's actually working out pretty well, that I'm getting like 3 to 4 rows done in a day, and I'm only being able to start on these after lunchtime because, well, especially this week, my children have been quite interesting. I am, sugar. I'm just covering my face. It's a little embarrassing. I don't know why. Whatever. They can think I'm weird. Like, seriously, of all the places in the parking lot for this person to park, I should go, "Hey, if you're bored, come check out my channel." Oh, cool. A small emotional support chicken on the Addy 22. Hello, Jolene. I recognize that name. Um, the 80, 80. The Addy 22 pin is $80 on Amazon right now, and I'm hoping it'll drop, but I'm hoping I don't wait too long that it goes back up. Hello, Jet and One. Oh Lord. My husband's looking for the remote for the TV. I don't know. Like, we have to hide these remotes from the children because they watch TV without asking us. All right, hold on a second. Let me message him. Give me just a minute. I'm going to use my watch. I mean, she's not looking at me, but it's still kind of like weird. I don't want that one. Go back. That person. For the living. Where did I put that one? I don't remember. Check. My spot in the bedroom on, hold on, not in, on, good. Ugh, this little tiny keyboard on my watch is really hard to text. On the stand thing, on the long, not king, goodness gracious, long shelf. I'm glad my watch knows what I'm typing because it's like, yeah, I get part of the word in there and it like goes this. I'm like, yes. Okay, let's see if that works. Michael's podcast. Are you talking about the live that he did this afternoon, or because I didn't think you had a vlog this last week? So anyway, I am assembly lining 3 blankets, and the reason I'm doing that is because all 3 of them I want to get done as soon as I can. The one I have currently in my hand right now, hello, Jess, is my Chris's hug throw that I'm making for a friend of mine who lost her husband, whose name was Chris. At like 40 years old, he was only 40, and he died very suddenly from throat cancer, esophagus cancer. So I'm making a blanket in their favorite colors. I can't remember whose was whose. I think hers was purple and his was orange, or maybe the other way around. So I'm making that for her, and I'm hoping I can fly out and see her and give it to her in person. Oh, goodness gracious, an overnight shift. More power to you. So I would make everybody a blanket, Michael, if I had the, if I didn't injure myself. But I'm trying to, when my wrist starts to tingle a little bit, I start to go, I need to put this down for several hours. So I appreciate that, Michael. Thank you. I don't know. I'm very much a if you guys have ever heard of the 5 love, I believe it's the 5 love languages. Gifting is one of them, and that is by far the biggest for me, receiving as well as giving. Like, I love to give to people if I can, without being too she's talking in her van. She must be talking to somebody. Maybe she's doing a live. Um, no, I think she's just talking on her phone. What was I saying? Yeah, if I like, I literally would, I don't know, almost give the shirt off my back if I could, without being, but remain modest. If I had a way to give my shirt off my back, but also cover myself afterwards, then, I would. Yes, Michael, and it warms my heart that you loved it and received it as well as you did. I have to be honest, I was very, very worried. Not that you would receive it in a bad way, but just I don't know, I was just nervous because it's something I made from my heart, obviously, and just wanted to, you want people to receive things in a way that in the way that you put into the item, right? So I was just nervous and anxious about that. Sugar, I'm pretty much the same way. But like gifting, like with like my husband, he could. I don't know if honestly if he could give me things though, and I would be happy. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, what my love language is of receiving. Like receiving what kind of love language. I know that for me, giving is my love language to give to people. So, um, but yeah, I'm making this. I don't know if you guys heard the story, but Michelle from Yes Michelle Crochets, she reached out to me and to a few others with a challenge. And I haven't seen this friend that I'm making the blanket for in probably 15 years because we were in the military. They were out. Her husband was a Marine Corps. Um, but they were out of the military when I met her. I met her through college where we were stationed. And we were really good friends for a while, and then we moved to our next duty station, and we basically we lost contact for a long time. And then yeah, it's probably been 15 some years or more. But anyway, what was I saying? Jolene's comment got me on that. I can't remember what I was talking about before that. Oh, the story behind the yarn. Michelle from Yes Michelle Crochets challenged me and a few others to a yarn project making challenge. She basically said, if I send you yarn of whatever, just whatever, you have to make something. Whatever yarn I send you, you have to make something from at least one skein of each color that she sends. Oh no, that's Michael. Don't be sorry. I have somebody that I mean, and I can always challenge you at another time in the future. It's not something that I have to do like you have to do right now. I can continue to challenge people into the future. So, anyway, Michelle sent me yarn, and the same day that I received the yarn, I think I hadn't opened the packages yet, and at some point after going to the post office to pick up the packages, I reached out to my friend and said, "Hey, what's your guys' favorite colors?" And I did not expect her to get back to me this quickly. And I said, "What is your address?" Because I was going to make something, send it to her in their favorite colors. I opened up the packages of the yarn from Michelle, and I kid you not, I about fell out of my chair. They were the exact colors of my friend and her late husband's favorite colors. And I was just like, whoa, that was a big God sign to me that I needed to make something for my friend in that yarn that Michelle sent me. So I'm technically done with her challenge because she said I just had to use one of each color. And I have officially gone through one of each color, but I am actually making this as long as it will end up with all 6 skeins that she sent me. So, yep, she knew without knowing. God put it in her head to say, "Hey, send these colors to her." It was just mind-blowing how I got those colors from her. And so I was just like, "Well, now I know what I'm going to do with them," because I was, when somebody challenges you, even though you don't have the yarn yet, you still kind of start thinking in your head, what kind of projects could I do? And so, and I think, no, I think I did open them and I knew I wasn't sure what I was going to make with them. But for some reason, after, like, and I reached out to my friend after having opened them and knowing the colors and asked her the colors, but I asked her with the thought that I was like, well, I want to make something for you and I'll go buy the yarn if I need to. Little did I know when she got back to me that I would be going, oh, so I don't need to go buy the yarn. I already have it. Oh, Michael, I seriously want to pray for you and your family and Panda and his family. Like it's a rough time right now for you guys. And I honestly wish I could pray away your pain too. I don't like knowing my friends are in pain. It does break my heart. Hello, Samantha. Welcome back. Don't forget your guys' thummies. I think, Michael, you're still one of my moderators. Oh, see, now she's moving. I'm glad. Like, I don't know. She must have been getting here to pick up her kid or something and was just waiting. It was a little odd. Now I don't have people next to me. Yay! Sure, Samantha. So if you're praying kind, please pray for Samantha's traveling and safe travels. I don't know how hot is my phone getting? All right. When it starts telling me it's too hot, then I will probably turn the air down just a little bit. I will unplug it, but for now I want to keep it plugged in because it's only at 57%. I don't know how quickly being on cellular data. Oh yay! I got one of my mods in here, Mr. Michael. I was wondering, I couldn't remember. I thought I had you as a moderator, so if you are willing to keep that role, I will keep you on. So, to let go of the traveling, yes. To ease Samantha's mind. Good evening, Louise. And I'm hoping StreamYard doesn't give me any fits being on cellular data. Yes, prayers for everyone that needs it, known and unknown. I am of the praying kind. I'm trying to pay attention to my stitches here because I was crocheting along on this blanket the other day, and I know I got to one of my V's to put my iris stitch in, and I went, I don't have a V to put it into. There's only one stitch there. I went, whoopsies. I forgot I had forgotten to put in one of these double crochets in the chain one to finish the V. And so thankfully I was probably only this far into the next row that I am now when I noticed it, and I pulled it out. And as I was frogging back to the one that I had missed the stitch for, I went past another one I had missed a stitch for. So I had not only missed one V stitch, I missed two completely apart from each other. Oh, this is what I get when I try to multitask. I can't. But it wasn't because I was assembly lining, I don't think. It's just I get the V stitch row on this blanket goes quickly, and so I get to going along and just don't pay attention sometimes. So. I even had to frog back 2 of my rows on my cat's meow this afternoon because somehow I had missed a stitch or something that I needed to put in. So I was like, ugh. And that was a pain because I have 6 strands of yarn going at once on my cat's meow blanket, and when I frogged those out, I basically frogged them out on top of each other. And so thankfully it worked out. When I crocheted back, it was pulling from the top, right, as I went. And so thankfully I didn't have any tangles. It all went smoothly going back in. So, what is everybody working on today, tonight, tomorrow? Just a reminder, I will be live tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Central with Mama Wench, aka Marianne. Her and I do a Friday live called Finish It or Focus on It Fridays, and we basically update you guys on the progress of just more tutorial stuff. Yeah, getting ahead while you can. I know. It's awesome that you are 6 weeks already ahead. That's amazing. I wish I could do that. But I started doing a daily vlog, so now I'm kind of stuck myself to getting up every morning and doing videos. Boggy Creek blanket. I totally just scrolled. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah. We come on our live, our Finish It or Focus on It Friday live, and we update you on all our, projects that we've been focusing on or finished or didn't finish, and then we roll for the next week's projects that we're going to either focus on or finish on. And the last 2 weeks, I have vetoed my focus project because my focus project is this right now. I want to get it done so that way when I hear back from my friend, I can, at the drop of a hat, buy a plane ticket and go out and visit her on a whim. Hopefully on a weekend that she's available. So, oh sugar, I need to work on my Sophie's blanket too. My Sophie's Universe. Once I'm done with this one, I think that's going to be my next focus. Between this blanket and my mom's dog blanket that I am focusing on this month, I have to get those done first, and then I need to get that Sophie's blanket done because it's for a friend of mine, one of my best friends that lives somewhat close to me, and she just moved into a new house back in June, I think, and early June, May, somewhere in there. And it was supposed to be a housewarming blanket, but I knew that I wouldn't get it done for that. So I would love to get it done for her birthday / Christmas this year, but I don't know if that's going to happen either. Ooh, a bod cape in Malabrigo. That is going to be amazing, Ellen. Jolene, I am halfway through my cat's meow. I just reached the halfway point this afternoon after frogging 2.5 rows or more. I can't remember. At least 2 full rows. And maybe something like that. And then got those worked back, and then an extra row after the one that I had after I frogged all those and worked them back. So I have officially reached the halfway point on my cat's meow. Yay! Oh, fun. I wonder what cape that is. Is that the cape that she just posted? Yeah, she just posted that like yesterday or sometime in the last few days that she posted saying something like this video had basically gotten like overlooked in the thousands of tutorials that she has. Yeah, it's an old one, but she reshared the video to get it more attention on it because it had kind of been lost in all the tutorials that she's come out with. The sun's starting to come down in my eye over here. Thank goodness for what are they called? Sun visors. So this time frame is probably gonna be my live, and I'm gonna be in my car. It's gonna be a car live. 6:30, 6:45-ish start time. Because my daughter starts at 6:45. We got down here a little earlier than we planned on, so she sat in the studio and read her book until her class started. So, and then she's got 2 classes this evening. And then I will pick her up, or I'll drive to the front and pick her up and head home for the night. So I thought, what a great time I could come sit in my car and hang out with you guys and chat and maybe crochet if I can keep up with it. One more row and you'll be halfway done of the August temperature square. Cool. Vivian, you're getting so close. All right, Michael, have a great night. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, Ellen, so it's a different one. Okay. I just know she posted I thought it was a cape that she just like reshared an old video, an old tutorial that I can't remember how she worded it. Basically, it got like overlooked, so to speak, in all her, hundreds of and thousands of tutorials that she's got out there. 1,000 tutorials. Like, she's got around a little over 1,000, I think. I honestly don't know. So I'll have to show you guys sometime what my daughter's making. She claims she's not following a pattern, but she has created, just by looking at pictures, she says, her own octopus amigurumi. Oh my goodness, stop doing that. And she was gonna give it bunny ear headband. Like, so she put a bunny ear on it, and she's like, I'm gonna make another bunny ear to put on the other side. And then she's like, I was gonna crochet like a band to make it look like a headband. So, and then she's got tentacles on it, and she wanted to do like a ruffly skirt looking thing on it to kind of give it that, that ruffliness at the bottom of it. It's really cute. She's doing a good job on it. So, I'm running out of things to talk about. Because I also got to get up at 6:30 in the morning and record my video for the day. I don't know how long I'm going to keep that up, because there's days that my husband's home in the morning and I don't want to get up and do my recording while he's there. Hello, Debbie. Because where I record from is in our bedroom, and he's in there sleeping when he's home. So, and then I am dragging my feet on memberships. I know people are interested in it, and I honestly haven't put a lot of thought into it, because I don't know what I would bring to the table to offer for memberships. So someone had mentioned doing a members only live once a month, and you guys would have the those special emoticon, whatever thingies that you could use in the chat. Because I don't really design patterns, so there wouldn't really be any free patterns or anything like that. The sun is moving. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. I am crocheting. That's why I keep looking down. I can't angle the camera down anymore, otherwise it might fall, so that's why you guys can't really see what I'm doing. I may make this a short live tonight, just for the sake of making it a short one. We might go to 45 minutes, depending on how lively we are in the next 10 to 15 minutes, but otherwise I'll stick to an hour. So I know people are busy, and we're getting busy now with our schedules. Our schedule has officially filled up in the evenings, so, but I'm excited for dance, because I love to watch my daughter dance, and I love to go to the recitals and watch the dances. And then the studio that she goes to, they put on productions with the high school students. They have their own little like production company within the studio that the high school girls put on their own productions once or twice a year. I can't remember. I think it's once a year. And then they have a Nutcracker every year. They do a Nutcracker show every year. And then in the spring, late winter, early spring, they do there's another production that's put on by the Parent Branch production team that is like the adults, and a lot of the teachers that teach at the studio are a part of this company, this dance company, that started the studio. So it's really fun. It's a Christian dance studio, so it's an amazing dance studio. All right, Michelle. I'm gonna be probably cutting it short here in about 10 minutes or so, so you're not jumping off too early. So enjoy your evening, Michelle, and I will see you in the morning on Kim's Live at Fortunate Creations. And then I will see you throughout the day tomorrow, too. So I am almost done with this one row, y'all. So I don't know if I'm going to keep going because it's very distracting. Because you guys can't see what I'm doing, and I'm looking down constantly. So if you were members, what would you want to see as a member of my channel, and what are the channels that you are members of, what's your threshold for paying, what you would pay to be a member? I just want to get ideas on like what kind of range I'm looking at. Because like I said, I'm not doing this for the money. But like Michael was saying on his live earlier, anything I make through the channel, from the channel, and all the links that I have, I'm going to put back into the channel. So it'll allow me to buy yarn in order to make projects, to do tutorials, or just to do projects that I can give to people, So yes, good night, Michelle. Have a great evening. We love you lots. We love you long time. So anyway, hello, aren't you supposed to be eating dinner? Hello, Panda. I don't know if you saw my comment in Michael's live earlier, but once I get a handle on some of these blankets that I'm working on right now, I'm going to start that panda blanket. And I'm already starting to think of ideas on what I could do for colors, because I'm going to be different. You're stuffed. Oh, so you ate and it's his turn now. Gotcha. So, I just looked down for some reason and just realized that I have dinner on my shirt. I'm glad you guys can't see it. Oh goodness. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. I could go to sleep. But the funny thing is, I will be awake until like 10 or 11 tonight. Because that's just how I roll. So, panda blanket, Miss Debbie. Mr. Panda, Pandemonium Express, and his husband Michael. And Panda, you'll have Antonio, you'll have to correct me on the details here. But the two of them worked together to create a panda blanket that is made using Tunisian crochet, and I believe it's using the simple stitch. And it's basically just a giant blanket. Well, not a giant blanket, but it's a blanket that has it's a big giant panda head. It's got the black ears, and then it's got the eyes, the face, basically. It's just the head, but it's a square blanket. It's really cute, really cool. Really cool. I meant to say cute and cool. Like, I was trying to say both words at the same time, so cute. It was cute and coo. But that is gonna be one of those blankets that I start and slowly work on because it's not gonna work up very quickly. Yeah, crisper detail, yeah. It's a Grafgan. I must be into Grafgans right now because the cat's meow blanket is a Grafgan in its own kind using knotted half double crochets, which is basically half double crochet decrease. And then my mom's blanket is a single crochet stitch blanket. You do use the single crochets to make the popcorn stitches. Debbie, but don't be deterred from it because it's Tunisian and it's simple stitch. Simple stitch is the easy. I don't know. I feel like it's one of the easiest stitches to do, and it's a very like it works up quick once you get well, not works up quick, but it works. You can work through it quick. It doesn't work up quick, but it works. You can kind of like it has a good flow to it if that makes sense. Um, it's cool. No, I didn't mean to say cruel. I said cool and cute all at the same time. Um, oh, sorry. I hit my head right here. I don't know if you guys can see that right here. There's like a little spot. We were sitting outside this afternoon right after lunch, and my oldest son, who's my middle child, said, "Oh, that's not a garter snake. That's not a garter snake." And I was like, "What? What? Where? There's a snake." Little baby snake, probably about 10 inches long or so, little teeny tiny, like no bigger than my pinky. His head wasn't bigger than my pinky. Well, he went underneath. We have this piled up hose next to our garage in a flower bed area, and he went underneath it. So I had to carefully pull off. I know you were just teasing. I was slowly pulling off the hose to find where he was at because he was tiny. I wasn't too worried about him. I don't like snakes, and I'm not going to touch it. But I was trying to get the hose off of him so I could like get him into a bucket and move him away from my house. And I found him, and he scurried out towards this corner area where our front porch and this brick wall meet where I was at. And I was like, oh, dang it. So I trapped him with the bucket, and I used a stick to kind of put him into the bucket. A long stick. Wasn't a short, it was a long stick. But in the turning from where the hose was to that corner, I didn't judge my distance very, very carefully, and I literally, the front of my head right here scraped the corner of my brick wall, and it's a little tender there. Panda has been talking so much whack. Okay. I don't have any mods in here. I'm not on YouTube either. I don't know how to remove anybody. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So yeah, I don't like snakes. I don't want a pet snake, but it's just bothering me. So, I need a moderator in here. um, I don't know how to block people on here, y'all. Delete. Okay. Make you. I'm so lost. I'm getting squirrel brained right now, Debbie. But it was a rat snake, so hold on. Hopefully that's working. I don't know. Like I can do some stuff on StreamYard, but I don't know if it's done. Blech. It was a rat snake, a baby rat snake. So it was a snake that eats like rodents and insects. So I basically just I didn't want to kill it, and I wasn't going to, so that's why I used the bucket and the stick, and I moved him away from the house. Well, I had to ban the user. I don't like banning people, but that's the only option I have on here because I don't have any moderators. And I'm using StreamYard, and I don't have another device to make a moderator. See, but he was like, I kid you not, his head was like barely bigger than like barely smaller than my pinky. Like he was tiny, tiny, tiny. And I was like, I I sent my picture. I sent a picture to my husband. I said, "Oh, look what we found in front of the garage today." He's like, "I am so tired of the snakes because we found a couple snakes, possibly the same snake. We don't know in our house. Um, and we've been in this house for 6 years, and it's the first time we've ever had to deal with them in our house." And I told him, I was like, "You know what? One, it was a rat snake, and I moved him far enough away from the house that hopefully he doesn't come back. And as long as they stay outside, they stay alive. If you come inside my house, sorry, not so much." Um, but yeah, no, my thing, Debbie, is, and I hate to even bring it up because every time it does, it gives me the shivers, and it's already giving me the shivers. Oh, cockroaches. Oh, I can't stand cockroaches. Oh, gross. Yes, Panda, yeah, and that's the other thing is the rat snakes and the garter snakes that we have around our house help keep mice and insects and stuff like that at bay. So like, I don't care if they're outside. Any living thing other than me and my family and my cat in the house. If there's anything else in the house, creature wise, spiders, mice, snakes, if they're in my house, they don't survive. So, all right, y'all. I think I'm gonna get off of here. It's been a fun time. I know it's short, but oh god, I don't even want to see the word panda. Like, oh, roaches just creep me out. I don't know why, but they do. I literally all right, one more thing before I end this. No, I'm not gonna watch it. Where was it? I don't know if it was the house we're currently in. A tiny one got in the house. Somewhere I trapped one at one point. It may have been when we were in the military. I trapped one under a cup and I left it there until my husband got home, and I said, "There's something under that cup you need to take care of." So, all right, yeah. I'm tired. I think I want to just sit here and maybe, I don't know, veg out on a Netflix show while I wait for my daughter to get out, and I can concentrate a little better on this blanket and, not have to worry about keeping up with the chat, even though you guys, it's a small chat. Uh, that's funny. You left a note. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. So anyway, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you so much for joining me and hanging out with me and all my weirdness. I have to be careful. I keep wanting to scratch right here, and it's like, it's just a tiny little spot, but man, I did not think it would still hurt all this long, but it's been like 7 hours since it happened. So, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not watching that one. Okay, no worries, Panda. On my next live, I need to make sure I get some people that are regulars to be That's a new angle on a drive-in movie. Thanks, Jolene. I'm gonna have to get some more moderators in here so I can, not have to worry about those crazy crazers coming in here. So, all right, y'all. Don't forget, it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive, and go and make something beautiful if you haven't already. So, have a great night, y'all, and I'll see you on my live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central. Finish it or focus on it Fridays. Come let us know what you're working on. We'll talk to you guys later. Woohoo! I made it. Bye, Panda. Bye, everybody.